Hello. So we had an incentive, and I believe the NieR Automata outfits won, right?
So, we have indeed the NieR Automata outfit won by just $5. Thank you so much, everybody, for the donations. Samurai came in second with 70, Kabuki 55 last. So it's the NieR Automata outfit.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Emil doesn't have a NieR Automata outfit, so he will get the Samurai, I guess, since that was the second place. And we can just start because we are behind the schedule anyway. I hope this is the correct save file. Because this is New Game Plus, as you can see on the screen, I guess. So I will mash buttons and people can explain the category or something, I don't know.
Alright, one of us has to do it.
Look at me, the only thing I know about this game is that the book has a cool voice.
Then you choose who explains it. Welcome to New Game Plus B. So in this category, we've already beaten the game on a previous save file. And this save file may or may not have been specifically selected to have the absolute top of the range gear. And now we're going to beat the game again, but the second half of the game, not the first half, just the second half, because that's how the game loads. And there's extra cutscenes for the lore that we're going to skip when possible. And we're just going to destroy everything. So it's the first boss, I think. Whereas now this is just more mashing. I'm Jeff. Yeah, should we do introductions?
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I'm the shaker. If anyone starts to fall asleep, I will shake them. And then they will wake up more. I can't shake Cardinal because he's not here.
Sad.
I'm Pharaoh. The only reason why I'm here is because I asked Olson to be here until the Gale of Darkness run, otherwise I'll just fall asleep behind on the chairs behind us.
I'm not gonna let this happen again. I'm Cardinal. I'm also a NieR Replicant runner. So I'm here to explain a little bit more in detail of the sophisticated things occurring in the run.
Yeah, and to explain the situation here, Cardinal is better at the game than I am, and Jeff is not better at the game than I am.
And I've never played this game.
It's very rude.
Wait, I should do this. What am I doing?
I think I'm actually very good at other games.
You are.
Including, but not limited
primarily,
to Dark Sassy, and I'm not actually good at any games now that I think about it.
Hey, it's too
Why am I at this event?
So we are actually mashed through the novel parts with the keyboard and mouse, because there we can use up to 4 buttons, and in the controller we can only use, I guess, 2. So it's just faster with the keyboard and mouse. There's actually a lot of stuff in this game that's better with keyboard and mouse.
We let it wash over us like rain.
Kind of a later discovery, I suppose. But yeah, like the game doesn't really appreciate you mashing 2 buttons at the same time, especially if you're attacking and doing something at the same time.
I mean, the game doesn't appreciate you playing it to begin with. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
literally.
It's one of those
straight
games.
Up. Yeah, no, the game hates everybody that plays it.
Yeah.
Me, a lot.
I didn't get much sleep that night.
Neither did I.
For the first time in my life.
This category is really fun to grind because every time you reset, you have 5 minutes of cutscenes and mashing.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it's short and there's no RNG, so that's cool.
Those feelings are pointless in the end.
It's better than any percent, right? I think everything's better than any percent in this
I was gonna say.
For the sake of the village.
Any percent is pain.
New
Game Plus B is like less pain.
From the horror of the shades.
The least bad category.
There's a lot of extra cutscenes,
yes.
But the run itself, apart from the cutscenes, I guess, is fine.
How can I blame Devlin?
There is some cool skips.
Yeah,
there aren't many skips because the game doesn't allow you to break it too hard, but some things exist.
One thing that should be mentioned is that New Game Plus B runs start from halfway through the game. You don't play Act 1 in New Game Plus B, you only play Act 2. So that's why it's the fastest category.
Just a few more text boxes and then we can
Isn't
start.
EPSW faster
What?
than whatever? I mean, it's just mashing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So to talk about beautiful music.
EPSW is like 2 hours.
Oh really? Dang, long.
You did the run.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, EPSW, not APSW.
Oh. Oh, yeah, this is still shorter.
Okay.
1 hour, 5 minutes.
I mean, no one's watching, so I'm not going to explain what we're talking about. Go to the leaderboard and work it out. It's an ARG. You've got to figure out what conversation the commentators are having using Google and speedrun.com.
There's a lot of movement tech in this game. It's not like major time saves, but it's important nonetheless because it does save a lot of time over the whole run.
Yeah.
I can vaguely explain like what's going on in terms of like the small movement optimization he's doing as he's going
Sure, go
through.
ahead.
Yeah, do it then.
So the three things that you'll be using when moving is like weapon swapping midair, which allows you to recover faster, which is called a stab row. You'll change your weapon before you interact with things as well. It allows you to interact with things faster. Because usually there's a time frame that doesn't let you interact with something when you hit an interactable and your animation is still playing, you can't interact with it. So swapping weapon allows you to do it faster. We have guard lifting, which is probably the most tricky thing to do in the game consistently. If you jump and heavy at the same time, you do a thing called a lift. If you jump, guard, and then heavy at the same time, not at the same time, but shortly after each other in the air, you get a guard lift, which basically is a lift in the air. And you can get extreme height from that.
Yeah, there's no
allows us to
frame
do quite a
perfect,
few
but it's
skips.
definitely super precise and takes a while to learn.
It's definitely difficult.
It's like a double jump that doesn't use your double jump and also only goes straight up. And does damage, although I don't think that will ever be relevant ever. It does do damage. Probably. It's never relevant anywhere. But it's important to remember.
Yeah, height is really important in this game. The normal way of moving, which is using the spear. There's three weapons you can use this adult: two-handed sword, or a one-handed sword, or a spear. The spear is the fastest way to move because it's just the attacks on it are very quick and you can roll cancel out of every single attack. So you'll see him doing light attacks into a roll, basically. And, after a guard lift, you can heavy. Spear heavy sends you slightly higher. You can double jump out of it to cancel the heavy, and then you can dash out of the next heavy after the double jump. So you get the most amount of height from that, basically.
Here's the first interesting part of the run.
Yeah,
You usually reset here.
Oh wait, after this cutscene, it's the first interesting part of the run.
Oh yeah.
I forgot this is a meme category.
I don't run this game often enough to reset.
The cutscenes are just inserted like loads in New Game Plus B, so
Ain't you excited, sunshine? We finally get to bathe in blood.
That's the first failed guard lift.
Don't talk to me.
I want to kill so bad I can barely stand it.
oh, you're gonna do this one? Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing the old strats because I'm bad at the game. I
This
will
one's
also
cool,
take a
though.
save here.
That was ladder clip. He just clipped the ladder. Everyone clap.
So
I mean, we just keep the entire shrine basically by doing a few jumps.
yeah, there's 3 floors to the shrine, and you have to go through numerous doors and fight numerous mobs to get through the shrine. But you
Normally,
can just
yeah.
like go to the top.
You also need to like push some boxes around to like unlock the path to the door and stuff like that, but it's slow.
Yeah.
You can just jump. That's why I didn't switch to the sword. I'm bad at the game, I think.
yeah, another clip occurred there, which is basically a clip that it's like the only clip in the game, and it only occurs at certain FPS. And yeah, we don't know why it happens, to be honest, but I mean, there's some theories on it, but there's no like solidified information on why it's clipping NieR through the ladder. But yeah, it lets us basically get to floor 2 instantly.
That was quite fast, actually.
It used to be doable at higher frames per second, but then they patched the game and now it doesn't.
Yes.
That was the only thing they changed in that patch. It's a very bizarre patch.
You can actually one-cycle the first phase, but it's tough. I'm too slow at matching, basically, to get it consistently.
You can start mashing DB as the cutscene loads in, and you can do, like, you can literally kill him instantly.
Oh, I'm too slow.
Yeah, you need to mash like fast enough for that.
Yeah, like you need to be crazy fast at mashing here.
It wasn't too bad though.
Not everyone has Cass fingers, Cardinal.
I know.
There's gotta be like, bro, just mash faster.
But yeah, basically bosses in this game usually have plot armor, and due to that they take reduced damage. But if you like damage them enough, quickly enough, they just die instantly. Because like the plot armor doesn't get applied immediately. And specifically here it allows us to skip a certain nasty attack, which we didn't get the nasty attack like the spin attack, so it was fine still, but...
Yeah, if you wanna...
Sorry.
If you wanna get a free world record in this game, just get like a spring-loaded bionic finger, so you can mash faster.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
It'll have to be really cutting edge to compete with one Cardinal spring-loaded bionic finger. If you get a more expensive spring-loaded bionic finger, world record will be literally free.
I guess we should maybe explain how the Dark Glass works then.
Yeah, I was about to go into that.
Yeah.
So your main source of damage in this game is Dark Blast, which is magic that you get right at the start of the game, conveniently enough. And you can either hold the button, it's usually an RB, if you're playing on controller, or LB, one or the other. But if you hold the button, it does like, I don't know, maybe 5 shots every 2 seconds. But if you mash the button, it fires a projectile every time you hit the button. And there's no limit to it. So if you can mash very quickly, you will be doing insane damage in this game, because the first shot of every DB press is really high damage.
Yeah, this strat only works on easy because the first shot uses more mana, but on easy your mana regeneration is so high it doesn't even matter.
This chunky one is pretty fast.
Yes. What am I doing?
It's pretty much impossible to beat the game's regeneration rate on easy with mashing.
That was something.
It never happened before.
It was weird.
But yeah, story-wise we have to visit 4 locations, I think, to get like parts of a key that will allow us to unlock the final dungeon and the final boss. You can do them pretty much in any order you choose, with some limitations, and we just do it obviously in the way that is fastest.
Just say an explanation.
Yeah, I mean that's the best explanation, I guess.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
another
areas
insane explanation. It's fastest. Why? It's self-explanatory. It's an ARG. You've got to go and learn the game and figure out how it works.
All of the areas are quite tied closely together. We've just routed the game in a way that allows us to go to the areas quickly enough.
Yeah.
Most importantly, areas within the same branch. So the big field is like a branch area that lets you go to 2 of the areas we need to go to.
But yeah, this area coming up takes ages. This is like the longest area in the game.
Yeah, but on the first visit to the junk heap here, of course I talked to him again.
What can I help you?
There we go. On the first visit here, we need to grab a memory alloy, I believe, because the dude there can like upgrade our weapon or something. We don't need that weapon, but we need to do it anyway. So normally you would need to go inside and like look for the memory alloy, but since it's New Game Plus, we already have one in our inventory and can like just leave immediately. There we go.
The audience isn't clapping.
The audience isn't impressed.
It's just
Gotta go faster, Olson. You have to work better to
trying.
impress them.
One stupid anime plushie. I'm sorry, I called you
They're not
stupid.
stupid.
Sedge.
There's no intelligence behind those eyes.
She cute though.
I guess we can listen to some donations while I make it back to the village.
I sure can. We had one donation by Anonymous of $10 saying, "Glory to mankind."
Glory to mankind.
Glory
Indeed.
to mankind.
Glory to mankind. That's a salute, isn't it? What do they do? That's like.
Yeah, they do like some weird stuff.
Yeah. Oh, they do like. What? Yeah, there we go. I'm not doing that again. It's embarrassing.
Jeffings.
I hope that no one clips that and it goes viral, and then everyone subscribes to my Twitch channel.
Hey, you get to ride the chunky boy again.
Yeah, and hopefully I will not crash into a wall. There we go, easy peasy.
The boar is
What
the fastest way of getting between the open areas. So
What a good boy.
he is a very good
I
boy.
love the boar.
Unless when you're fighting him, that's when he's not a good boy.
But you don't in this category. Do you name your boar Olson?
No, I don't actually.
Damn.
What
Mine's
do you
called
name yours?
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul the boar.
That's a good name.
Do you name yours Cardinal?
Uh,
Are you guys
think
telling me
it
you
has a
just
name.
use it? You don't like name it or
Yeah?
communicate with it? Me and Paul
mine's
go
called Dark
bowling.
Blast.
Dark Blast? Do you mean Dark Blast?
Yeah. I love this game.
Same.
This looks like an amazing game, not gonna lie.
It's one of
Sure
the games
is.
that exist. Now we are doing kinda extra content that was added to this version, which was cut from the original 2010 game. So it is not actually part of the main storyline, I guess, but we still have to do it anyway.
If you like children that are also sea monsters and long, very slow side-scrolling walking sections, this is the content for you. And if you don't like those things, this is not the content for you.
So, in terms of the run, this is the most boring part of the run, like, easily. Like, it's just... The developers were just like, oh, how many cutscenes can we put in one area? Let's just put, like, 10 in this one section.
Yeah.
They're also like not really cutscenes, but just dialogue, so you cannot skip them, you just have to mush through them.
They're not skippable,
Yeah.
like, absolutely non-skippable.
What
Even
a-
if you, like, Jeff actually found a way to skip the actual, like, triggers for them, but they just load on the next load, basically.
Yeah, if you do manage
very
to skip
cool.
a trigger, it just adds an extra journey into your pathing before you can get there. It's insane. Devs really wanted us to see this boat.
Yeah.
I love the boat.
It's a cool boat.
Yeah, it sure is.
So this is the red bike woman, I guess. She's she girlfriend or a wife? I guess she's a wife. The redback dude, and the redback dude has gone missing, so we need to find him.
Spoilers alert, she's a widow.
Good.
Yeah, maybe that's a bit hard.
F.
Whoa.
And yeah, we need the redback dude because he operates the boat that we can use to like. You don't drive the boat. What do you do with the boat?
You
You drive.
sail.
Sail the
Watch
boat.
the cut.
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
the
you
cut-
sail
Tell
the
you what.
boat
See, it's
through water, Olson.
But like the boat doesn't have sails, does it?
You still sail.
You still
No, it
sail
doesn't
it.
need them.
I guess you.
Just watch the man walk through the boat,
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be really technical,
and then
the
you
boat,
walk through it.
the boat isn't real. It's just in a video game. So it obviously isn't like, you know.
It doesn't have collision either, so it's
you
not
still,
real.
yeah, that's true. Only at the front. There's no collision at the back.
Yeah, it's literally
the-
like one section.
So the water can get in at the back, and then it's gonna sink.
It's also floating.
Then again, the water isn't real either, so maybe it would float.
Doesn't surprise me in the least.
True.
Seeing people like that puts a little spring in your
Unfortunately, the walls in this game are really like it's super difficult to do anything cool like getting out of bounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's no fun.
Yeah, and the original game was already like that. It was difficult to break, and then for this version upgrade, they actually put more walls on top of the old walls. So that's weird. Like they were actually doing their job properly. That's insane.
The game developers doing their job
Yeah, like, no
properly.
fun allowed at all.
Wow.
If you like,
There is no
invisible.
collision outbound.
Yeah, never.
If you enjoy NieR Automata, and you know they're like walls being merely a suggestion, and you pretty much go out of bounds all the time in the Speedrun of Automata.
Yeah.
This is like the complete opposite of it.
If you like cutscenes, invisible walls, and loading every 2 minutes, then boy is NieR Replicant the game for you.
If you love RNG, any percent's really good too. And if you like RSI, any percent's for you.
Any percent sounds like suffering, not gonna lie.
If you like destroying your
It's
hands
pain.
and mashing, it is for you.
planes back when the wife ran
It
off
is
too.
pain.
I believe we did, yes. Lots changed
Oh
since
my god.
You
It's like the
crashed
easy
the
one.
good boy,
I
poor
always
thing.
that's why I didn't give him a name, because like I'm cruel enough already.
the hose,
Just
I guess.
be better at driving.
Crash Dark Blast, what did you do?
Do you drive a boar? No, you ride a boar. That's what you do.
5 AM gaming, right here.
Bro.
The best thing about this 5-minute fetch quest, sprinkled with really long, boring cutscenes, is that at the end you get to do a really long, slow walking 2D section.
And then you do an auto-scroller.
Unskippable section.
Yeah. But at least you get some
And,
quality time with Paul.
It's all backtracking too, because you do it in Act 1 of the game. Like, you go to all these areas and do the same thing, besides from the ship not being there, which I would prefer it wasn't.
But yeah, at least the run picks up a lot, like once you deal with Louise. It gets much
It's
more
end
better.
loaded, yeah.
The first 30 minutes are just kind of there, and then it gets fun.
So we're missing 8 minutes until we start
Yeah.
having fun. Nice.
Insane.
Pretty much, yeah. We're just watching a cutscene game.
So I hate mashing through these scenes because there's like 3 text boxes every 5 minutes, and I like try to mash fast, and I just waste time. Or like waste
just-
my finger.
Yeah.
I just hate mashing.
Alright guys, I'm gonna start a little segment, because nothing's gonna happen for the next 8 minutes.
Sure.
Alright, we're gonna go in a circle. I don't know how, because there's just a row and then one guy in England, but we're gonna go in a circle, and we're all gonna say one nice thing about this video game.
Okay, I can try.
Am I getting paid?
No.
Sad.
So who's
You're-
supposed to start? Are you starting?
No, I'm going last. You're starting.
The music is amazing.
Oh,
This
that was,
honestly, like, I think
that was gonna be
this-
mine.
That's why I asked if you want to go first. The soundtrack is honestly amazing, and like I think it's one of my favorites. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorites, if not the favorite soundtrack in all video games.
Right, is it my turn?
I guess
Yep.
so.
The book has a very sexy voice.
Running out of ammo.
I guess it's you.
Hardest question I've ever had in my life.
You think the 2 good options were already taken by me and Jeff?
I like the pacing of the skips in the game. They're quite fun, but some of them are not. But the ones that are, like Shrine and all that, that's pretty fun. I like that. The combat has very fast pacing as well. I like that.
Is it my turn now?
That was
It is.
really
Yeah,
hard.
it is.
Good luck with that.
The speedrun community is full of lovely people.
A shipwreck.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Suppose we might as well investigate, seeing as how we lack.
Also, Paul is just absolute legend.
I thought you were going to say, like, oh, you get to name your boar.
I do love Paul.
Maybe you want to let me say something positive about the game, or rather read a donation real quick.
Sure, go ahead.
Mentioning the
I think so.
aforementioned community. We had a donation of $30 by MASH, saying,
Oh, hey, Mash.
gotta give my
Oh,
support and love to Olson and the Drake NieR community, less than 3. Thank you as well, ESA, and all those staff and volunteers for putting on an awesome show. Thank you so much for this donation amount.
Thank you very much, Mash. Less than 3.
When I said this game had excellent runners, I was talking about MASH and also everyone else, but that included MASH. Excellent bloke.
But like, Mash was still there before the game existed, and he will be there
Yeah,
when
yeah,
the game is gone. So
yeah.
It's not because of
Well,
the game.
no, I mean, like, maybe. Depends if digital, like, archiving will outlast MASH. Let's not think about that.
Okay,
Point is, he was here before the game existed.
there is a skip here that saves like 2 seconds or something. We talk to the door, or to the exit, I guess, and that's it.
Well, as we've no other lead.
Yes.
Go.
That is the only skip in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Dang, tough crowd.
Yeah, she still doesn't clap.
It's like we need to pick up the
We
lantern.
need to work harder.
And we cannot
What about
pick up
the
the
cat?
lantern before the dialogue ends, so we just interrupt the
my
dialogue
God.
with another dialogue, basically. And yeah, that saves like 2 seconds or something. Other than that, it's just slow walking in 2D and solving the puzzle, I guess. It's not really a puzzle, just walk until the end of the ship, but yeah.
What is with this ship anyway?
There may be
Yeah,
clues
like, I'm
somewhere
pretty
to tell
content
how
that it's
far
impossible to find a skip in this place. So,
Yeah, there's not much you can do. You can really only jump side to side and jump, but you can't really jump. You can only do a little jump.
I mean, you can jump on
Pretty
on
much.
the ladder, basically,
Yeah.
to save like, what, a few frames?
That's a skip.
That's Take those.
is it really?
Yes. Definitely.
I fail it
Okay.
most of the time, so I lose time, but yeah. Oh, I got
I actually
Let's go!
insane.
And then I
You can
lost
jump
all-
off the ladder as well.
Would you say you are pro gaming, Olson?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't pull the bookcase all the way back. That's
Is it
that's
not
also a skip.
Oh, yeah.
No, no, it's
okay.
fine. Insane.
Insane mechanics of the game, like deep knowledge of the game. We have the key and now we can open the door and
Seem to
like
be any shades around
walk
at
to the
least.
rest of the ship.
Fortunate for us.
Basically, this section sucks.
One of many.
What am I doing?
That is sections that suck.
That was the RNG manip, by the way.
OMG, man.
Oh, man.
For them, it's- yeah.
Wow.
This is actually another skip because Vice tells us to like explore the rest of the ship, but we don't care and just move on to the end.
More of an option.
And now we fall down.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
Yeah, it gets all spooky.
This was already pretty spooky, now it's even spooky.
Is that?
I always mash too much here and then end up interacting with the bodies.
Why you
Everyone does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it today. Let's go.
I just hate
There we
it when
go.
I accidentally interact with the bodies. Happens all the time. Oh no, the little girl has a monster arm.
Things will start getting a bit more interesting here. We have a boss fight coming up that's actually quite important, and it can vary on how well it goes. Quite hard to get it optimally, to be honest.
It actually doesn't matter if you get this ladder fast or not, because you need to wait for the dialogue to end before opening the door anyway. Because Tyran
Yep.
likes to talk a lot.
Can't you tell?
You could find a skip for that, maybe.
Go ahead and find it.
Impossible. I'm confident there's no skips in the ship. Like, there's not much to work with, to be fair.
Put up a bounty.
It's the slow movement. Yeah, it's just you can't fix the slow movement. It's bound to the map ID.
Okay, I'm gonna put a bounty now. If anyone finds a skip in the ship area, I will give you 1 bounty chocolate bar for each second it saves. That's my bounty.
Damn, that'd be a lot of bounty bars if we skipped the whole section. That'd be like
The mother load of
way
bounty
over
bars.
300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my, please.
Yeah, we have an auto scroller now. It's very short.
Oh, this is
though.
the auto scroller, okay.
Yeah. You kill the tentacles and then you go up to the top of the ship and then you fight the boss.
Yeah.
And this is quite a hard part of the run, so.
Is it? I mean, I guess it is hard to do it fast, and I will not do it fast, but yeah.
Yeah, like doing this optimally is just sucks. Because like if any of your attacks miss, it means the boss can't be hit.
This shade being hurt by the sun.
That is not precisely the case. It most certainly is being burned by the sunlight. However, its regenerative abilities far outpace whatever damage the light is able to inflict.
So primarily what we're trying not to see is this attack, actually. Like, it's based on how much damage you do to the heads. It's margin based. So, Olson will spam all heavy attacks in this scenario since they do the most damage. The gauges that appear on the heads need to be broken. It basically pushes the phase of the boss forwards by 1 step. You have to break every single gauge in every fight.
Yeah. This game has a pretty cool mechanic where when there's dialogue, the boss won't take any damage, but then the second it ends, they'll die immediately, like that.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you do a lot of damage, you can kill them during dialogue, but other times you can't.
We will be seeing that later on. So.
Ordinary attacks aren't gonna do
This section is just timed.
Unskippable.
Yeah, unskippable, just timed, and they don't do enough damage to kill you, so you can just sit.
Yeah. I'm not in the business.
The boss regenerates if you kill it, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
it literally is just a time waster. That's it.
You can win the fight starting with Route C, and you get like an alternate ending basically to this subplot, but it's not a thing in ending B.
Yeah, in that case you would save like a lot of time over any percent in this run.
You can also just stand here
we
and
don't
let
have
the
a
balls on
category
tap
for
you.
Yep.
There's like one more place in the middle, I think, that like the balls will just not hit you at all.
That first phase
Yeah.
reminded me of Piranha Pete, the boss from Super Mario Sunshine, if it had a palette swap, but this just looks like a abomination sort of thing.
True.
It's so ugly though.
It's a really cool boss fight though, in my opinion.
No, it
Like in terms of its design.
yeah, for sure.
It's huge.
It is pretty big.
I mean, casually this is great, honestly, like with the music and stuff, but then the speedrun is just
Yeah, the music's
not just
great.
color, yeah.
The number of spears flying our way is increasing. Yeah, I can see that. Damn it.
Considering this is the a new boss that was added to this version of the game, I actually find it the most fun out of all of the bosses as well. I think they did quite well with making
Really?
it fresh.
Dang.
I mean, like the last boss is pretty cool, I guess. But...
But yeah, if our host has anything to say, this is like a perfect place to go.
We will be in grave danger if it
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't like any of the bosses.
Stop it.
Right.
Oh no, you
like
missed.
when-
Oh no, you didn't get it. Oh no. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Is this a reset, Olson?
Yeah,
Oh
it
no.
is.
Yep.
Press F to pay respects for this
Right,
one.
we're gonna be 33 minutes so for estimate then.
Oh,
I think
I I mean, it's not like we are behind the schedule or anything, it's fine.
Okay. I'm going to blow the audience's tiny little minds. That was actually a ruse. That was a script to death. Also, sorry for saying you had tiny minds. I didn't mean it. But they were blown. Your regular-sized minds.
Focus on the source of its magic. Aim for the
Possibly
head.
quite large minds.
Doesn't look like he's aiming for the head.
Yeah, but we will be.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
We can never be together.
Sad.
You disgust me.
Oh, that was
If you
rude
use
from
keyboard
that
and mouse here,
postman.
it saves 0.5 seconds.
Dang.
Pretty much keyboard strats all over the whole run only save like 1 second at a time.
So should we tell her the truth or should we lie?
Whichever one was faster, I actually
If
don't know
you
which
lie,
one.
it's faster.
Is it?
Yes.
Wait.
Insane.
But I mean, the first option is to tell the truth. Is it really faster to lie? feel it's
think-
the
I
same.
think-
Yes.
I think she
It's
does.
like 4 prompts over 5.
Wow!
But you have to
Still
select the second
faster.
option, and like I'm pretty sure selecting the second option will lose you more time than you would gain from having one less text box, but okay. And yeah, now we can go back to the main plot, I guess. Finally.
Now, interesting things start to happen eventually. After a nice trip on Paul.
Hey, Kane.
Yeah, surely I will not crash a second time. Especially the like.
You'd better not.
Better.
How did you know it was trying to protect the postman?
There's one difficult turn you have to take, and it's not this one.
Yeah, it's,
So as a child, we could actually drown warp in the water to the right there because that's faster. But the adult moves quicker, so we can just walk around better this way. Because we need to go and talk to Popola again. Like, basically, if you don't know what to do in this game, just go talk to Popola and she tells you what to do.
Fear the next call.
yes. It can be very difficult to run with that prospect in the back of your head. And you will go the wrong way a few times when you're not focusing.
Yeah,
Well-
especially in any percent, since sometimes like you want to go to talk to Yona first, and sometimes it's Popola first.
Yeah, and if you go the wrong way, then your run's over. So that's one like really important thing about this category as well. Between like each section that we complete, we have a dialogue option, and that basically allows us to pick what we're going to do next. If you pick the wrong one, then you lose a lot of time.
I mean, there's at least one option which doesn't matter, but the rest of them, yeah.
Yes. In terms of travel distance between each location, you lose time from that.
I did not forget to
But
pick up the
90%
letter,
of the
let's
runs
go.
are run.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like the thing that most people forget to do.
Number one killer of runners is not getting to that post box.
Yes. It's actually horrible.
Where are we going now, Olson?
The desert to attend the wedding.
Wait, what wedding?
There's a wedding in the
There's
desert.
a wedding in the desert.
There is.
Yes, the Prince of Facade is getting married to Fira, who's the girl in Act 1 that you haven't seen, and you also haven't seen her in Act 2.
I mean, she will die soon anyway, so
No,
whatever.
Oh wow.
wow.
A lot of people
Wow.
die on this game.
Yeah, this is a Yoko Taro game, so people
Yeah.
die all the time, left and right.
Should it?
They normally live in forests.
I mean, this is a really sad moment,
Deserts
actually.
would seem to hold little
Like,
sustenance
just play it
for
casually, but
Does this game have a church in it? I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering when that was going to get brought up.
Yeah, I expected it already.
Yeah. Are we going to explain it, or is that another ARG?
Does it have a church in it, Jeff?
It's there's no church in this game, and this is another ARG. Go use the internet and figure out what we're talking about. That's actually a theory about the church that's an ARG. That's a hint for you ARG players at home. Type church near ARG Reddit thread into Google, and you'll figure it out pretty quickly, probably.
I mean, it is everywhere over the internet nowadays, so
Yeah.
past few days.
Yeah, it is.
Nowadays, big things get found out by everyone. The speedrunners don't get to reveal anything cool.
Yeah, it's mentioned in the chat that Lost Shrine is kind of a church. I do agree to a degree there. Especially the room Hansel and Gretel is in. Kind of church-ish.
I mean, the area was probably intended to be a shrine, but then the guy that found it just called it a church. So, again, we're not explaining this. Go and Google it.
So
Or stay
all
and
that we're
Google
doing
it.
now is speaking to characters and going to the wedding in the Sand Village.
What a lovely wedding. I'm sure nothing will go wrong at this lovely wedding.
We can dance at least.
There's plenty of things that can go wrong.
Oh no!
You kill the boss at the same time as dying and softlock.
There's a boss at the wedding!
You can softlock at the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can softlock a lot in this game.
And the boss fight is also terrible, like it's so random.
Are you gonna try the
No, because like I never get it anyway, I will just do whatever and how it works.
Yeah. I've only ever gotten it once in a run, and I never will get it in a run.
Remember not to softlock at the end of Junk 2. That'd be really bad.
Yeah, I'm ready for that one.
I will save just before it, just in case.
Yeah, save just before it and then softlock on purpose. Showcase.
Yeah, just like super mash really hard.
Yeah. You don't even need to do it really hard, honestly, it's super easy to get it.
I actually, because I don't have spring-loaded bionic fingers, can't mash fast enough to softlock.
Yeah, me neither, but like I can softlock at least, I'm good enough to do that.
I'm not. It's a hardware
I don't
issue.
even have to like think, and I softlock, or every time I have to literally mash the buttons with my feet, otherwise I softlock.
So yeah, it's a cool trick we just did here, but where we, instead of going and doing something else and coming back, we just do this now. Speed tech. Is that speed tech enough to clap? Oh no, yeah, go on.
You want?
Sure.
That keeps you awake.
Yeah, it does actually.
It does.
So I just wanted to mention the other strat that you can do on the boss that Olson was just fighting. You can he backdashes, and during his backdash he's got an attack frame, and you can parry it and buff in between the parry frame and instant kill the boss. It's really hard to do, but it looks really cool.
Sounds nuts.
Yeah,
parrying deals a lot of damage, especially in New Game Plus, but like it's difficult to get it. I will definitely be using that on the final boss though, because there it's super easy to get it.
Yeah. This fight's an auto-scroller.
Yeah, you whack the guy at the start, and he should die, but it doesn't. It doesn't matter. He heals up to that HP anyway after you kill all the goons.
If you have good mash here, you save many time.
I don't, so I lose time, but it's fine. Also, I think
It's
this
nowhere
is
near
probably
as bad
easier
as
with a
Mario
mouse.
PSW. Yeah, it is, yeah.
This boss is brilliant because he summons wolves, but the lock-on will keep locking onto him, even though you can't hit him. The lock-on in this game is something else.
Oh, yes.
I've seen Unity asset flips with better lock-on than this game.
But yeah, he's dead now. Well, not dead yet, he dies in the cutscene, I guess.
Yeah, like he's supposed to jump down and you're supposed to fight the boss, but because DB is so strong with the magic buff, just a consumable that you usually use before every single fight, he just passes away instantly.
Okay, and
Badge
now we need
moment.
to choose the correct option. There we go.
Yeah, it may seem like me and Cardinal are being quite sort of, what's the word? Pessimistic about this game. I can't think of the right word. It's on the tip of my tongue. Cynical? No. It may seem like we don't like this game, but we actually like it a good bit. But if we don't get any new runners, we don't have to verify any runs. And yeah, I just can't be bothered right now. Sorry.
Yeah, I do love the game, actually. The game is great. Especially casually.
Yeah.
I enjoy the game casually, but in terms of speed, I think it, like, doing any percent is a bit over the top at the moment. So, in my case, anyway.
If we were better mods, we would mod active runners to verify instead, but unfortunately there are none, so that kind of rules out that option.
I mean, I would say any percent would be fine if not for the RNG, basically.
Kinda. I mean, the run state that is for me, I reset like every time I make any small mistake, so...
Yeah, but you have a time that justifies it, to be fair.
I guess we should explain the infinite height glitch before I do it, probably.
Who wants to explain that height glitch?
Up to you.
I'll do it, okay. Basically, when you do a heavy attack in the air, it makes you plunge down to the ground. However, while the animation's going, there's a brief period where it takes you up before you go down. And there's a glitch with the book in the game, where if you swap your weapon using the book, it'll cancel whatever animation you're in. And when you're not in an animation, you can heavy attack in the air. So you combine these things and you basically heavy attack, cancel it when you're at the peak of the attack, heavy attack again, cancel it, heavy attack again, cancel it, and you very slowly get a lot of height. And I mean very slowly. It takes like...
Forever.
Yeah.
And it's
like,
very difficult, because, like, if you mess up once, you just plunge into the ground.
It's like, what, 10 seconds at least to get the same amount of height as a jump?
Yeah, I would say it's about close enough, yeah, you're right there. We have a major skip coming up, which is major for this category. Olson's going to do infinite height to get out of bounds, and there is a death timer when you fall for a set amount of time in this game. And we use magic to reset the death timer, and we fall into a low trigger out of bounds.
I think it was...
It's not easy doing this at 5 AM, but we got it.
Yeah, well done.
That's a clap?
I mean, I can still die if I mess up.
Yeah?
Yeah, we clap when he gets to the
Just
end.
do it every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good thing there's not a significantly longer infinite height glitch later in the run. That was a tight one.
So basically,
You think he's gonna void out?
all that's happening right now is he's just resetting his death timer. There's an infinitely expanding load trigger at the end of this map.
Yeah. If you look
Flipping
at,
out of bounds stops us from doing like all of the fighting and the minecart and everything.
if you look at the minimap, you can see it's actually moving towards the end of the area.
There we go. Easy.
Good job.
This is very elaborate and it saves like, what, 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
And it saves 30 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the most interesting part about it is that the loading trigger extends infinitely underneath the map, so we can just fall into it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And I believe that's like not even a common thing even in this game. There's only like a few triggers like this.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Oh, dang. That is really interesting.
The occurrence is not common.
I am not doing this one though. There's another skip you can do here. You can also just go out of
Yeah, fly
the
skip.
rooms. Yeah. You basically keep having to clear this room.
Yeah. It's quite similar to the skip that we just saw. Just in a fixed perspective room. You get like a bird's eye perspective and there's no ceiling. You can clip out of bounds and fall into another load trigger basically. It's not infinitely extending, but it's long, long enough for you to fall into it from that room.
Yeah, it saves like 10 seconds or something, but I haven't practiced it too much, so I don't want to do it at 5 a.m.
6 a.m. now.
Not gonna lie,
6 a.m. this 6
most
a.m.
of
now.
my runs, by the time I would start like doing runs at like 3 p.m. and most of my runs like would end at like 5 a.m. because of how long it takes to get a run in any percent.
The bit we're coming up to is my only little contribution to this category.
A very good one.
Yeah, just pointing it out.
Matters is that we kill them both.
So,
I mean, I've made like 0 contributions, so that's still impressive.
basically, I figured out that when you get into the fight before the dialogue starts. So as I mentioned earlier, while there's dialogue, the boss will have hyper armor, but after the dialogue, the boss has no armor, dies instantly. But I figured out there's like a small window before the dialogue where the hyper armor isn't kicked in, which means that you can just do this. Hopefully, Olson's gonna show it off properly.
Oh, wrong button, oops.
You can just kill it. There you go. That's the boss.
Yeah, that's the end.
Yeah.
Need to wait, I
Over.
Transform?
You can
mate.
death skip here, but it's harder because health bar is so long.
I like how your character just stands around with a very cool pose and the book just does everything for you.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
The dialogue thing that Jeff mentioned, there's a couple of other bosses it applies to as well, and that's kind of where the mashing speed is really important. So
Yeah. Like some of the
you have
bosses
really
are
good
completely
mash
immune
speed.
to damage, but some of them just take very reduced damage during the
Yeah.
plot armor part. Because I guess like the game just decides some of the dialogues are very important and they want you to listen to the dialogues basically, and they don't want they don't want you to kill the boss too quickly. But you can abuse Dark Blast and just kill it instantly anyway.
in the whole phase 2 of this fight, if you avoid out enough times to die, it essentially skips the entire section, provided the boss has 1 health. It's just really hard to do it when we're level 99. But in any percent, you do death skip here, and you can skip the entire waiting for the boss to land on the ground part.
Yeah, but it's faster to just one bang the boss than it is to try and take damage and do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Save.
you could try a route where you have a save file with less health, but that seems like a
You
meme.
can't do that.
Oh yeah, no, because the warp damage you
Yeah,
take
save
is
point.
proportional.
The save points heal you instantly.
Dang.
So this is where you can soft lock if you skip the final text box, I believe, too fast.
No, I meant like have a file with lower XP, so you have a lower.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I don't know, that's something someone could route at some point, maybe. This is the soft lock we were talking about that we didn't get.
Yeah, if you skip the thanks ML line too early, you just get like stuck there. The only thing you can do is turn the camera, and like all of the other inputs don't work. You can't like open the menu, close the game, you can't do anything, basically. Other
It's
than
a hard
all
lock,
the
pretty
4, I
much.
guess, yeah. I guess I'm gonna try to do the puzzle fast, and if I fail, then I'm gonna slow down.
You can use the mouse and keyboard for it.
Insane pole driving.
No, I
mean,
will use
riding.
my controller still, but
Okay. Because like with the mouse and keyboard strat, you can hover the cursor on where the answers
yeah, but
are.
like I don't know where the color is anyway. Like
Yeah,
the
it's
number is
pretty hard
easy,
to
but the
do that.
color is.
I had a really monka one time where I didn't even see the answers and I just clicked through it and I got it alright.
Oh yeah, this boss.
This is a riddle. He's looking for like 2 words that need to be answered.
Okay, 33.
It's like a color and then a number. The number is easy to see.
Yeah, the number you can just see
But
easily
the-
even if you mash, but the color
The color
difficult,
is
yeah.
yep.
But we got it, let's go. And then
Nice.
the third answer is
Nice.
whatever. Doesn't matter.
It's like 40 seconds time loss if you mess this up. Maybe a bit less.
I guess a donation, if there's one. Yeah.
There is one by Anya142, donated $20 and says, played NieR Gestalt back on the PS3. It's crazy how popular these games ended up getting since then. Good luck to the runners. Spare dashing OP. And a quick note to everybody watching, we have a Pokemon XD run after this very run that you're watching right now, which has 2 open bid wars. You can decide for the nickname of Espion and Teddy Ursa. So currently, Teddy Ursa's nickname is, well, fights between Trollbear with $80 and Paddington closely behind with $75. Everything open there. For Espion, if you want to change something, then get started very quickly now, because Argic is leading with a whopping $530. And so there's still a huge gap to be filled. And that's the last run. You can donate towards that. So make sure to get the donations in if you want to have a word in that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thanks for the donation and good luck. Yeah, it is actually insane how popular the games have gotten, and I just hope that Yoko Taro will actually get to create a new game other than just pump out like card games every half a year, reusing the same assets.
Dude, Square Enix has put that man to work. Like, dang, he made a good game, and now we can just give him the most like cash grabby, low budget stuff.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not even sure like, if he does any work or if it's just like they
just slap his name on stuff.
Exactly.
I cannot fathom that village setting up a mercantilist.
Probably just has like a list of scripts from when he was getting started that he whips out and hands over so he can slap his name on it.
Aren't you glad to be going back home, Kaine?
Home? Place is a shit.
It's okay, I'm sure they will make another 3D RPG NieR game with him directing.
There's going to be more than one church in it this time.
Oh, man.
The area is cool though, there's a lot of cool tech here. In terms of movement,
Yeah,
and the boss fight and stuff. It is like one of the best places in this category for sure.
Great section.
Yeah, I mean,
The run starts picking up here.
yeah, for once we're actually excited about what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Are you excited to see me fall down?
No, you're not going to fall down. I have 110% confidence
fell
in
down.
you. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh,
You did. You did fall down.
Come on,
And I had 110% confidence in you as well.
110%.
Yeah.
There we go, easy. It's
Hey,
right.
first try
That's
every
10%
time.
more than 100%.
Yeah, you can do some crazy movement here.
Yeah, he jumped off there to go
Pretty
up,
hard
up
to do
high.
it, like,
God.
Simple.
ultimately.
Yeah, we void out there to basically respawn a bit higher up and skip one ladder. Like
There-
the location here has fixed spawn points, burst, like based on like the checkpoints or triggers that you have last touched upon.
Basically, instead of falling down, you fall up.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, thank you.
You can do some crazy like movement with the boxes there, with the sword heavy. Just like super try hard, but
Yeah, I'm gonna just take it safe here.
it's very risky.
The reason you took those lines was because it saves your warp back position on those places if you stand there. But later in this area, we want to go back to the start. So if we don't stand there, then you can jump off and you go all the way back here.
Well, that was really good. Those 3 mobs. It's good.
You just-
Yeah, that was insane.
You just belt them and they all just vanish.
Yeah, they all fall over because of how strong DB is.
First I talk to Kaine. Oh, not the ladder. What?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Okay, there we go. And now we do the same, except it's more difficult because the big shade, it will be shooting like bullets at us or like some kind of projectiles, I don't know.
That is in video games, are always annoying.
So again, the reason why you're skipping like these spawn points here, if you touch the ground, you trigger a spawn point, so you have to make sure you go around them with an aerial attack. Essentially, what we're doing here is setting up our spawn point to be a further part in the level, which lets us get to phase 2 of the boss quicker. This is fixed. The boss can't be killed past this point. You have to wait for it to wait for dialogue first before you can go to phase 2. This boss looks wild though.
Yeah, it's like a big floating eye that shoots ball lasers.
I'm not sure what story relevance it has, so I still don't really understand like what it is.
Oh, it's basically
like shades or something, right?
Yeah. But I think the people in the area like made a covenant with the Shades, but then the Shades got angried at by NieR, and then they became a big ball.
Yeah.
I think it's that simple.
Focus your magic on the beast's center.
Phase 1 is over. So we'll be seeking the void out here to set up respawn point later part of the level.
And dodge the big laser.
Yes, the laser is very fun to dodge.
There is nothing cooler than giant eyes shooting lasers.
Oh my.
Oh.
At least it didn't knock us
It's
down
fine,
the
it's
ladder, it's
fine.
fine, yeah.
If you get knocked off the ladder,
Yeah.
like it ruins you basically. It's a lot of time loss.
I've
Getting
seen,
hit up there is.
I've seen runners die to that. It's always sad.
It is escaping to the inner level.
Yeah. Oh my god, you almost got hit by the orb.
Yeah, that was close. Also, I didn't skip the orb.
Never
You
seen
can
that
sometimes
before.
Skip it, but really? Oh my god. I'm gonna also buff just to make sure it dies.
Beat the hell out of that thing. How can it still move?
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
Nice.
That is Wendy down, and now it's time to mash text again. Because here we get to, I guess, dive deeper into Emil's backstory.
I love text mashing in video games.
Fine.
Imagine wanting to play a video game and instead you get to read a book.
Yeah. So,
I think it's kind of cool that we got like the keyboard, mouse, and controller strats going on. It made any percent even harder.
So, what did everyone have for lunch? I mean, yesterday now, but you all have for lunch? I actually didn't have any lunch, so actually that's a pretty silly question. I'm just trying to say something.
Pizza.
I'm hungry.
The screen says there's no donations. There's nothing to talk about. I'm hungry. Had a burger.
I'm also hungry.
2 days ago.
I'm I've worked tomorrow. Day.
I mean, the breakfast opens up at 7, so like in 50 minutes. That's something.
Not bad.
Yeah, but you'll be having breakfast and I'll be sitting over there.
Yeah, I know. I have more coconut bars if you want them.
I will take
Bounties.
Yeah. All you need to do is find at least a second time save in the ship, and I'll sponsor your bounty.
I'm gonna look for one now.
So this is the final
And
door,
I'll
right?
come back
Here we
empty-handed.
can
Yeah.
actually crash into
If
the
you
wall.
do find one, you will have to come and collect it from me. I'm not gonna like ship it to you or anything.
Not bad.
I should also mention they're the small like fun pack sized ones. You don't get a big one.
Of course they are.
That'd be way too generous.
Sad.
I'm gonna get a fun pack of bounties when I get home. Just to
It'd be funny if I just found like a full ghost ship skip. You have to send me like 300 small bounties.
I definitely would.
It is almost as if someone
That wouldn't be that expensive, to be honest. They were like 18 quid. Got them from Amazon. Or some other delivery service.
Waiting for me and I'm going.
Other delivery services are available. I don't know if
Bounty delivery services.
I don't think you have to conform to Ofcom regulations on ESA. Probably don't. I can just say Amazon. Yeah, I would order them on Amazon. But just in case,
Slightly
other
average.
delivery services are available.
Average talk between me and Jeff, especially
Yeah.
when we commentate NieR Replicant. It's like our last time we did it.
Yeah. It's just so often that nothing happens. What are we to do?
Yeah, it's just like go here, go there,
Yeah.
go around.
Fight something every now and
Press
then.
RB.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is
Press
like
RB again.
LR.
pretty much alarm, yeah. Now we have got all of the parts of the key, and we can just go to the final dungeon, and it conveniently... Well, I don't know if it's convenient, but it seems that the entrance to the final dungeon is actually back in the shrine, so we just need to do the same movement again. Except this time the shades are around, and they are sometimes a bit annoying.
I have to reiterate.
Yeah.
This is like LR, but there's actually legit movement tech in this game. In LR, just you press a button a little earlier to save a few frames on the ladder, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it gets like... The problem is with this game, you don't find anything new, so when you find something that saves like 0.5 seconds, it's like that chest. So,
One of the many problems with this game.
we need like big skips and everyone's like hype.
Yeah.
We use the dark wall here
that's
because
a lot
there's
of
that flying
cringe.
shade that can...
You know, now that I actually
down.
watch a
Stuck.
run and remember how this game
You
is,
got stuck.
I'm like amazed they even gave us the 5 AM slot. Probably on the strength of the runner, to be honest, that we got this far.
I mean, the hardest thing is still ahead of us, so I mean...
Yeah, the church.
There is actually some tech coming up that's cool, like this again. This was cool.
I mean, this is the
This
exactly
is
same
cool.
thing that I've done.
Yeah,
on the
but
run.
it's still cooler than everything else you've done.
Yeah, but you jump instead of running up the stairs.
Yeah,
You do it with the nerves on top,
yeah.
and then you mess it up and cry.
God, no way!
Oh my god.
Dude,
There you go. Clips through the
they're
ladder
the same
again.
jinx.
Commentator's curse.
Whoa, not the commentator's curse. That's actually some new tech. If you
Yeah,
use
that was
the,
good tech.
Whoa. Oh,
I don't really understand, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. If you use the magic in the air, you go like instead of going like, you go like. There you
Yeah,
go.
using magic slows the game down, and it gives you more airtime, so you can get more distance closed. We're coming up to the church segment.
That was basically what I said, but with more hand movements and less saying that.
I can't do hand movements, unfortunately.
Do you want me to do them for you while you explain it?
Yeah, do a church with your hands.
Okay, this is what you used to do, isn't it? It's like there was a church and gate. Right, yeah, there's a church.
You go inside by a hidden door, and you're like, "What's in here?"
My interactions with the NieR community has been this, and then a 16-way race on a marathon.
I mean, that is a good summary of the community, honestly. Also, another tech we just go back through the same door we just came through with, and like we teleport to the other end of the...
There's actually a like space-time phenomenon where those doors link up, and we have used this to save 1 second.
Also, these
In
birds
terms
ask
of
us
the,
questions for some reason. Does this explain
Yeah,
why,
that's kinda
like, why the birds are here?
It's the password.
No.
You have to answer the password.
Yeah, but like, why?
Why?
Why the birds?
Why?
Why
the
birds?
Yeah.
Because who else is gonna
No,
give you a
really.
password? Dude, birds are
ball.
great password deliverers.
Dark blast.
Look, Paul's too nice. He's not working for the Shadow Lord. Paul's your lad.
Yeah,
Birds.
Paul's a good boy.
All birds work for the Shadow Lord.
Okay, focus.
So this
Birds are
area in
birds?
particular has like
All of them.
skips.
Oh,
That's one.
This fate was
oh, we're doing this again.
Yeah, except like 3 times as long.
Yeah, this is a choke segment.
I checked
Oh.
already.
Oh no.
still.
You can still do it. Did
Up
you
and up.
did you use your jump at the start?
Yeah, I did.
It's
Oh,
all
no.
good.
But I can like just do more heavies, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah, and then hold forwards.
Truth.
Yeah, doing this glitch refreshes your heavy down attack because that doesn't have a limit. But you still only get 1 jump and 1 forward attack while in the air. This is actually some insanely clean infinite height glitching.
Yeah. It's almost always never perfect here
I can do
because
it like 110. if I'm like at my peak, or maybe like 105 to get over it. But I always choke at the end, like on the final one, like right here.
Just don't do that.
Yeah, just don't do that.
Simple. Just do the inputs you're supposed to do.
Is this enough? If I like,
I think I saw you go over
Yeah,
that.
you're
okay,
already
let's
over
go
that.
first try. So like this is actually the thing the only thing I was nervous about, because this is actually difficult to do, and like if I fail it first try, it's super difficult to do it again because it is just so tiring for my brain to like do the same inputs for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. There's supposed to be some guys here dancing that you kill, and then they turn into a big boar wearing armor that chases you up this staircase. And then at the top of the staircase you kill the boar again 3 times, but then the boar doesn't die. So then the guy from earlier, whose wife got killed by the wolf, comes in, and he says, "Nah, fam, I got you." And then you go on ahead, and then he dies. But that doesn't load because we did the skip.
Yeah, and it saves like what 10 minutes or something close to that at least.
Yeah, it's easily the biggest skip in the run.
Because it's like mostly an
I think it's
auto-scroller, like these fights, there isn't much you can do to speed them up, but here we just run through empty corridors basically until the next loading trigger.
Yeah.
And this was actually
We've tried to
found-
find like.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, both like pretty much all of the cool tricks like guard lifting, infinite height glitch, and the usage of an infinite height glitch here have been found within like what 2 weeks after the game was released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much instantly, and they haven't patched that, so that's cool.
Who was it that found this one? Was it what's the
Fell
place?
found infinite high.
Yeah, I knew he found this one. It was oh yeah, Fell. That's it. Wait, Fell found infinite high and this skip?
Yes.
Dude, Fell's nuts. I thought it was Cortex that found.
Fell was doing the exterior one where you go over the glass house.
Dang.
I think someone suggested that doing it from inside the boss fight was faster.
Okay,
And
Fell
then,
Fell may have found that, but did Fell find out that you can one bang BP? I think not.
No.
Yeah, so who's really winning? It's me. The answer's me. Don't answer
Cortex
Fell.
found infinite high. That's it.
Yes. Don't want to misattribute stuff. And I don't know, while we're shouting out runners, Zach found the cool PSW ending E skip. But we didn't do that in this run because that category's too long.
Please, just die.
I
At least we are
remember the
going
times
underestimate,
when
that's
we were.
nice.
Yeah. Do you remember the times when we were looking for PSW skip?
Yeah, that was fun. And then
That was the good times.
I remember you getting it first try on stream, and then you're like, "Whoa, I got it on the stream!"
Yeah, we all hyped like really hard. There was a big pop off when we got that.
He had a bit more energy than I do.
So what you're saying,
yeah.
Cardinal, is you are doing PSW, PSA Winter 23.
Oh wow. I'm getting something in my headset from ESA staff. They say they want to make ESA Winter 23 just the PSW show.
Straight.
They're just gonna get all the runners to a NieR Replicant PSW for the whole event, no matter what they want. All these other games, Mario, get out. EPSW, Celeste, go away, Celeste. EPSW.
All kiddies games compared to these.
Yeah. This is all real. I didn't make this up. This is what
The one
Celeste-
true platformer.
We can go for one donation before the final boss.
That's perfect. So let's get this out of the way. Mash has donated again another $20 saying, Drakengard 2 world record holder here, and I encourage all to play through the series. Ignore Cardinal and Jeff. They can't appreciate the true artistry and gameplay design that Yoko Taro has envisioned and have not experienced the pinnacle of the series, which is Drakengard 1 and more importantly 2. Love you all from Papa Mash, the OG.
Thank you so much, man.
How is this guy gonna say pinnacle of the series and not bring up Drakengard Mobile?
Yeah.
What is he actually thinking? Mash, if anyone, hasn't experienced the pinnacle of the series.
He also mentioned Drakengard 2, which isn't even part of the series.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, it's like unofficial.
Drakengard Mobile is more canon than Drakengard 2.
Wow!
True.
I mean, I don't mind doing Drakengard 1 at ESA, but like I don't know if people want to see that. Like they really should not watch that.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
I mean, how worse can it be from
oh,
mobile?
I'm just getting ESA support in my headset, and they're saying everyone wants to see Drakengard 1 at ESA.
Alright, Olson, you know what to submit next is for Winter 23.
3 hours of pain, let's go! And, I mean, at least the music is amazing in Dota 1, so that's something.
Dodd is short for Drakengard.
Oh yeah.
It's because Drakengard is the initials are DOD, so Dodd.
Aren't we doing like the final boss?
Yeah, we are. And I'm like
Yeah, this is
jumping
just
and
mash.
okay, he's dead. I mean, there's still like one more phase,
Yeah.
but it's just hit him 3 times. Also,
good
Wise
boss.
is screaming now, but yeah. By the way, I still don't know how to do this without getting like knocked back by one of these. I always get hit. See? I just cannot do it.
God roll.
I've played this game for like 300 hours, and I haven't learned this.
I'm sure I would do worse than you, so I think you're doing just fine.
There we go. Just a few more cutscenes. We need to walk up to Yona in the... I don't know, whatever it is, the
Dang.
cutscene, and then it's time.
Insane pace.
Insane. 116 RTA.
Yeah.
That's
This is only like a minute behind my PB. Not that
Yeah,
my
it's
PB
pretty
is
good.
good, but still.
But it's RTA and yours is...
Yeah, shut
yeah.
up. Yeah, no.
And that's fine.
Be around about or. Gee.
Do you guys want to say something quickly? Because
Yeah.
we are behind the schedule, but yeah, go for it.
If anyone watched this and listened to me the whole time, I'm
Nobody
very
did.
sorry.
Cardinal?
That's what you said yesterday.
Thanks for watching the run. We need more runners. Please come and play this game, but don't do any percent.
You're verifying the runs, my dudes.
Pharaoh?
Yes.
Thank you for giving me the front seat. This was an incredible run to watch.
Thank you for watching. Yeah, if you want to run this game or other games, as I said before, sponsored by Drakengard.com. We are not sponsored by Drakengard, but that's the link to the Discord server. A bunch of lovely people like Mash, like Jeff, like Cardinal, and a bunch of others. Stop by if you want to run these games. It's cool, I guess.
Everyone's absolutely
Cool, I
lovely.
guess.
It's a great, like, the worse the game someone plays is, the better a person they are.
Yeah.
And all the games are awful, so...
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for this run of NieR Replicant. As for me, I'm signing off from the hosting station, but I'm leaving you in the capable hands of Metaco. See you in the next game, Pokemon XD.